initiated.
Hi, Xavier, and welcome back to Liberation Smithon. We got a nice environment today. But Kimmy is on the horn here. Welcome to Smithon, Commander. The bulk of our army is entrenched in the capital, exchanging fire with what's left of the Directorate's defense force. The battle is leaning in our favor, but we're running low on ammunition. This is where you come in. The structure before you is a munitions dump that the Directorate stole from House Carosus. I need you to take it back. Find all hostile units and eliminate them. Our combat support staff will handle the rest. Alright. Oh, I can see a mech right there. Hey, buddy. You don't look that big. I've highlighted several optional objectives for you in this mission that all pay equally well. Saving some of the ammunitions that's already packaged for transport will earn you a bonus payment. If you manage to preserve the bulk of ammunition, you will receive a second accumulative payment. Finally, I will pay you a bounty for any Directorate transports you manage to destroy during the engagements. This assignment comes with risks. The facility is heavily guarded, and if any of those munitions crates come under fire, the resulting explosions will deal heavy damage to anything caught in the blast. This includes Directorate units, so feel free to target the crates yourself, but know that you may be sacrificing a bonus in doing so.
Good hunting, Commander. Take out those BattleMechs and mind the crates.
Interesting. So, what the heck's going on here? Super lag for a second. So before this mission started, I assumed that there would be some sort of talk in the base or whatever. We'd have like a nice sit down. Everyone would be like, "Hey, what's going on?" They seem to be getting like loosey-goosey here with their plot missions. They're just like, "Yep, here's a mission. Do it. Get us the loot. Thanks." All right.
Hey.
Anyways, let's get Marty Stomp up here and see what we can find from this location. I'm just gonna dash up. It's fine.
Copy that.
Oh, already found something.
On sensors.
Whoa, we found
Another blip on my screen.
we found a lot of things. God, Marty Stomp's the best. This is the turret, obviously. I don't know what that is. We got no idea. Looks like down here we got turret. Don't know. Don't know. Oh, actually, I know that's a mech. What's this? Ammunitions crates. All right, we don't want to blow that up. I feel like I can kill everything without blowing up any crates and get all the money. So, 8 crates. Have 6 ammo crates, have 3 ammo crates, alright? And 8 crates remain. Seems fair enough to me, unless the enemy just blows them up. But, you know, who knows? Let's find out.
On my way.
Up we go. We'll move Jessica up as well. And then last but not least, you know what I should probably do is leave Surface here with a bunch of missiles. Maybe I should just leave him way in the back. Oh, never mind. We actually found something.
All hands on deck. We are under attack. This is not a drill.
Alright, 3 mechs apparently are coming up. There's a missile. Oh, a spider? What? Okay, well thank you for running into my range. These are all super fast mechs. All 3 of them. And then they got 3 turrets after the fact. This guy has a ton of evasion out there. I'm not a big fan of that. What sort of shots do we have? Our entire squad goes right now, except of course... for, I think, Jessica, who has the ginormous mech. She's got the very first Thunderbolt. God, that thing looks so cool! But right now, should I just shoot some missiles, or what should I do? What's our odds? 25%. That's pretty awful. I would prefer to actually shoot at these guys. I'm assuming these guys have much less evasion than this one over there. Especially if we can line of sight hack all these turrets, unless they're missiles. Nope, that's a laser turret. What does this laser turret have now? MG, and 2 medium lasers. Not a big deal. Alright. Let's do this then. Let's move Marty Stomp first. Maybe like just enough that we can see these mechs. Yeah, right there. 1 tile forward, actually, we can see them both. Let's go for that. We'll move over here. Take a little bit of a peek. See what they are. Are you kidding me? A locust? This late in the game? Really? And a fire starter! Oh, I wanted one of those so badly for so long. Oh, I want that so badly. All right, so where we are, let's pop a Vigilance, though, because Marty is going to be tanking for us, so we'll make sure he's fairly well set up to do that. And then last but not least, we'll shoot this guy with terrible odds all around. Yeah, or alternatively, maybe I'll use a Precision Strike just to chew through some of his odds there. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of things that can hit fairly decently. I don't see why not. What are the odds again? 65, 55 on the missiles. Regular shots, 45, 40, 40. I think it's actually worth it just for all the odds. Like, let's soften this little guy up down there. Soften him up. And another thing is I'm going to go for the headshot as well. Or I could do the cold shot with, like, Decker on the head and hope for a missile hit, which might be more intelligent. Yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. Let's forget the precision shot. We'll just do a regular shot. And fire.
Got it.
Here you go, Marty. Oh, beautiful. What the heck is with the game doing that weird lag? I don't remember this happening in prior episodes. It's the second time it's lagged for like a second there. All right, return fire from something. Missiles, apparently. I had no idea, but hey, that's fine by me because we're braced.
Light damage, holding firm.
God. Marty Stomp, you're the best. You are the best. Where did that come from? It must have been one of these turrets, I guess. But no, it couldn't have been those turrets. It had to be a mech someplace that I can't see at all. Because the turrets are, all the turrets I see are in the 1 category. And there's nothing in the 4 category. They all already went. So, yeah, I don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. Let's fall back even more here with Decker. We'll face back over in this direction. Looks good to me. 65%, sure. I shouldn't have moved him up there in the first place. And then, should I do for my cold shot? I think I will, actually. Precision strike, Decker, 85%, headshot, boom!
Affirmative.
Come on, give me that fire starter, Decker. Give it to me. Hit him in the head. Boy, that was a lot of missiles, but we didn't hit him in the head. All right, he's got all his evasion gone. He is guarded, which is actually pretty good for my purposes because I want to take control of this mech intact.
Standing by.
So, yeah, I will take this opportunity to just shoot him in the head every chance I get while he's in guarded. Another volley here with Surf. 65s all around. LRM, how many missiles are we firing? 25? All right, not as many, but still pretty good. Come on, Surf, destabilize him. I want those headshots. Nope, no headshots. Surprisingly, he's pretty well stabilized there, too. All right. More missiles returning fire on Marty. It's fine by me. Hitting for a grand total of 4. And now it's time to use my very first ever heavy mech. I'm thinking I'm going to move over here. Wait, now this mech doesn't have any jump jets at all. So if I move up here, well, we'll have direct line of sight. The turrets will have line of sight on us. Over here, they won't. One on the left will, though. Here, they'd pretty much all have line of sight on us, but we couldn't shoot them. And then up here, I could see this guy but not shoot him, and yeah, wow, this is actually a pretty bad situation to be in. Especially because all the turrets are about to shoot. You know what I'm going to do is just wait for... Well, I can't really wait for the turrets. I could wait for one of the turrets. I don't see why not. Let's do that. What do we got back here? Sensor lock, apparently. That's what they did.
Good to go.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to have to come over here, I suppose, and take a shot at that fire starter. Does make sense to me to do that. Now that opens us up to being shot at by this turret over here on the left, but I mean, come on, this is a heavy mech. Like, you know, should be okay, I think. Oh, poor fire starter, don't die. Look at this, guys, look at this! 7 medium lasers! Holy mother of hash browns, fire!
Tell me what to shoot.
Oh, MG ammo exploded, right torso destroyed, pilot injured.
I know where that came from.
Okay. If I can get a headshot and knock him down, I may be able to capture that. As long as I don't kill him outright. Yeah. Fortunately, we got a pretty big hit there on Jessica, but it's all right. We got plenty of armor. Here comes another one, apparently. Oh, lasers from the side, hit for 25 on the left. That's fine. I knew that was going to happen. I did also briefly think that maybe I shouldn't shoot that guy with the lasers because they would do too much damage and they get no stability and no wounds, but it worked. That supply truck is running with a full load of ammunition. Don't let it escape. Which supply truck? This one? Mobile HQ, ammunition transport. What do you mean escape? Am I supposed to blow it up or... Prevent the first transport from escaping. I'm guessing that means I've got to blow it up.
Standing by.
Marty can't really move here. Like, his whole situation is that he just hangs tight in the same spot. Who goes next? We got this locust and this spider, followed by down there this. Okay, what's going to happen is once I go with Marty, locust or the spider goes, then the other one goes, then we're going to get a chance to go before the fire starter. So we could probably hit him in the head with a missile, maybe. Assuming we didn't already soften him up to the point where we're going to kill him with missiles, we very well might, but... Okay, well, we'll try to do that, but for right now, given the situation as it is, and where everything is and all of the resistance they have, I'm thinking... I don't really want to move if I can avoid it, but that truck, how am I going to kill it? What order does it go in? I don't see it on the bar up here. I guess I can just probably kill it with missiles, with Decker. Yeah, 37, 11, yeah, not a big deal. All right, yeah, I'll just split some missiles over there then, and we'll take care of it. So we'll leave Marty where he is, and we'll just take a shot on something. I don't really want to shoot the fire starter with all these medium lasers. But I wouldn't mind, say, shooting that locust, even though we're not going to do a huge amount of damage. Yeah, it's fine. All lasers, fire.
Firing.
All 50s. Not the best. Could have waited for them to move, but I assume they just have evasion. More evasion at that point. 25 damage on Jessica, fine. Yep, yeah, he did indeed get more evasion. Oh! Oh, something big! Particle cannon missing Jessica from the rear there. I don't even see what that was. It's another mech, that's for sure. Here comes that spider. Come on, little guy. Whatever that mech is, it's pretty fast because it's going on this, Ooh, spider actually hits there for 50 on the front of Jessica. I didn't think she'd take that much damage when I moved her up there, but still, I think we're fine. Another mech, really? Okay, now, one thing I absolutely want to do is take down this mech, and I'm thinking my best plan is Decker. We shoot it, and then it has been shot, essentially. I don't necessarily really want to kill it. If I could just knock it down and get a headshot somehow, that would be extreme luck if I could. Should I focus everything on this guy? Probably. Just make sure he goes down. Well, he's probably going to go down regardless with all the missiles we're going to be lobbing at him. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a multi-target over here on the fire starter. We're going to toss a 15 and a 10. And then the second one we're going to toss over here. And can I not shoot the... What am I supposed to go crush the truck? Is that the idea? Huh. Can I not shoot this little spider down here? No, maybe I just don't have line of sight over there. Okay, hold on. Maybe I... Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, let's... We'll move up here with Decker. Perfect. Right here we can see everything. Then I'll split up one on the truck and one on the fire starter, and I think we'll be just fine and dandy. Or two on the fire starter, rather. We'll take the LRM 15 and put it over here with the second shot. Looks good to me. A fire. Get some luck, Decker. Hit him in the head once.
Locked in.
Knock him down. Don't hit his torso. Okay. Didn't expect that. We didn't kill him, and we didn't knock him down. And we didn't kill this mobile HQ. Oh, it's moving now. Holy, what the? That thing really moved there.
Yes, Commander.
I was not expecting that, and now I don't even have a line of sight to shoot it, and this is my last option here. All right. Interesting. Well, that being the case, let's shoot down here in the fire starter once again. I mean, we're probably going to kill it, but, you know, what are you going to do? Fire.
Roger.
Looked like it might have hit it in the head. No, he's gone. Center torso, boom. That poor fire
Target
starter.
neutralized.
I wanted you so badly. It's hard to actually knock out light mechs without, like... I guess that's the value of particle cannon sniping, but... Big particle cannon there. Bunch of missiles in the front of Jessica. Whew.
Took a heavy hit there.
Another particle cannon. God. When I moved her up there, I had no idea there would be like 3 mechs who came out of line of sight and could just shoot from
Waiting
like
for orders.
across the universe. And now we've got no way to get over there to see that truck. This is insane. Okay. Well, I suppose we could just walk down into the water, because overheating is going to be an issue soon. From down here, we may be able to line of sight hack a few things. We'll turn over towards this direction when we get down there. What's our odds over here? Or what if I moved in this direction? Yeah, pretty much nothing can really see her. Well, here that turret can see her. What about here? Okay, the other turret on the right can see her, and the left one. So here's safer, but we don't get the MGs, which is probably fine. Let's move down there, then. She'll be plenty safe down there.
Got it.
In the water. Nice and cool. Take a bit of a swim. And then while we're at it, let's shoot this here locust. Wow, that locust is a ton of evasion. Okay, never mind. Let's shoot the spider then. Still a ton of evasion. An absolute insane. I'm going to have to probably use the vigilance for moving Marty, so I'm going to save that. And then we'll just take all these 40s, which are pretty bad shots, but
Affirmative.
good enough for government work, I guess. At like 3. About 20 damage there on Jessica.
Minor damage, Commander.
I don't know how I'm going to catch that truck. I don't have anything that's fast. It did say you need something that's fast. Boy, she's about to get knocked down.
That hit hard.
Another supply truck is fully loaded and moving out. Destroy it before it gets away. Much easier said than done when I don't even have line of sight on it. Oh, hey, friends. Locust takes a shot, and I think connected, but I didn't see the damage there. Panther. So they have a ton of mechs, but they're all like Panther snipers. Structure exposed now on Jessica.
Hang on.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, no. No. Well, she's taking a little bit of a nap there. It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Finally, they decided to shoot Marty. How the hell was I supposed to know there was going to be this many sniper mechs from across the universe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. Here comes a Jenner now. Called shot head. 2 hits.
Ah!
Whoa.
I took some shrapnel.
Wow. All right, well, if we're going to
go.
catch that truck, there's no way to catch a truck. There's literally no way to catch it. I have no vehicle that can I could sprint to it. Maybe I can jump in its direction, but we're still not going to be able to catch it. I could jump over here, angle up down there, and then hope that it doesn't move very far, and then shoot this one while I'm here.
Confirm.
And then in doing this, we're going to give up our guard mode as well against all those snipers from across the way. Suddenly, oh wait, no, I can pop vigilance at least this one turn. Why can't I see this vehicle? I thought I could. Did I not check the line? I guess I didn't. Well, let's evaporate, say, this spider. Woo! That's pretty hot. Running hot, guys. Running hot. Let's drop off a couple of these medium lasers then. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks good. And the rest of them, fire!
Engaging.
Wow. Beautiful camera work.
Solid connection on that one.
Yeah, pretty solid, but how are we going to catch that truck? Called shot left torso. Hitting pretty hard, but not hard enough. Wait, doesn't Decker
Ready
have
for orders.
target lock? He does. Wait, no. Sentinel. He does. Okay, I was thinking he didn't have that. Because, I was just, I was thinking that. I was thinking that I wasn't here, so we didn't have sensor lock, but Decker actually has it as well. So that's one way I could sort of catch it, but he'd have to actually get up there to do it. And that means exposing himself, which, you know what? I think we're going to have to do that. So let's move up. He could take some hits now as well. Gonna get Jessica off the grounds pretty soon, but she can't go until the next wave. Not even, like, the number 1 wave. That's a long time from now. Let's do another multi-target here. I want to hit this little spider with 1 volley of missiles. Actually, no, 40%? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Let's cancel that for just a second. Locust. Now, everything here has tons of evasion. I could blow up some of these crates. I don't know how big the explosion radius is, but they're not... oh, they're showing me the explosion radius. I see. But they're not really, honestly, well-positioned right now to do that. So I suppose the better plan is... we do indeed shoot this guy once. And then we'll shoot this truck. Last time we couldn't kill it with 2, so this time we'll give it our all and a fire.
Roger that.
Reaching shot. For not very much. But the truck... there we go.
Vehicle down.
Cicada. This is an interesting mission. A swarm of light vehicles calling shots on Jessica all day long while she sits there on the ground.
Bad.
Just taking a nap in the lake. It's fine. What the heck do I do now? Well, if I blow this crate up, all we need to do is save 6 crates, not 8. So that's only 25 damage. I do 4 damage times 10, that's 40 with an 85. Okay, 1 missile there should hit both and probably knock out both of those guys. I probably don't want to do that right now, though, because Surf doesn't have split targeting. I probably want to at least kill one thing someplace. So I guess what we're going to do is just hang out where we are and fight her down here on this little spider. Unless I can get better odds if I move someplace. No, we have plenty good odds. They're not going to change no matter where we go. We're going to be at 45 everywhere. I guess I could just at least move up a little bit.
Moving to position.
To shoot these guys in the back there. Boy, there's a lot of... there's a Gryffindor as well. Holy mother of heavens. Well, left torso destroyed, pilot injured. Okay, interesting. So this time the truck can't get very far. Nope, it can still get very far. Well, no way I can catch that thing. Just can't do it. Way too far. Woo, 45 damage, called shot, left torso. I guess this is the...
see daylight through my armor.
This is the issue with heavy mechs, apparently, is that they don't get a chance to go until they've basically been destroyed. Wow, we lost 4 medium lasers and an MG. Fascinating, okay.
Back to standing. What's next?
Yes. Back to standing indeed. What next indeed? Well, I really want to shoot that crate if there's a place I could go to get vision on it. Doesn't look like so. We're going to have to probably shoot that with missiles. So can I get some line of sight blocking? Not so much, no. Not even sure if it's worth moving anywhere. Could just stay where we are since we're getting hammered. Hammered! Or I could come over here and have line of sight. Yeah, okay, let's come over here. We got 2 evasion. Sure, the turret will have line of sight on us. The light LRM turret. But it's not that bad. Should I, with these 2 evasions... well, what are they likely to go after here? Probably Decker, because he's got 1 evasion, so I should probably be okay. Unless they're going to try to go for kills, in which case I don't really need the vigilance. Plus, I shouldn't use it anyway, because it's kind of cheating. So with that being said, let's just fight everything we got at this spider. Not very good odds, but what are you going to do? Fire. Yep. 345s, all a miss.
Systems recycling for another shot.
They've got a lock on me.
Okay, there's a sensor lock. Now we're getting missiles on Jessica. Okay. Shots over here on Marty. That's fine. Left side. Boy, this mission's crazy. Like, if you know what's coming, then you could easily do not bad on it. But this many mechs coming out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. How the heck are you supposed to prepare for that? Any chance I could go find that truck? Nope. Could maybe jump all the way down there, but nope, not even. Could maybe sprint all the way down there. Sort of. It might be enough to see it, and then possibly we can sensor lock it, but then we don't get any shots. But do I actually lose? Prevent first transport from escaping. Destroy the garrison units. I think that's just a bonus thing if I knock them all out. The first one is like somewhere all the way up here. So even if I saw it, we can't sensor lock it. We can't shoot it. Yeah, you literally just have to know that, or you have to have like a light vehicle you can run 3,000 miles with a sensor lock. Guess they did warn me to bring one of those, but I didn't. All right, well, in that case, we're just going to stand put here. With Decker, we'll take... Oh, not Decker. With Marty Stomp, rather. We'll take all the damage we need to take, and we'll just shoot a number of things, because I want to do multi-target right now. Number one, I want to shoot that there crate. Let's hit it with this laser. Just the lamest one, not the plus ones. Looks good. That should be enough. Yeah, we deal 25 damage with a 75%. So if we hit it, it'll blow up. Then, we'll shoot this little guy down here with everything else we've got. That's going to put us not overheating. Can I do more? Nope. I need to get in that water. That would be awesome. But for now, we'll just have to shoot. I didn't actually anticipate putting him in this vehicle. This Vindicator, I just happened to have it. And he came alive, so... This seems decent enough. SRMs, small laser. Do I want to shoot that? It's only 5 heat. Can I switch out actually and turn on a regular laser? No, that's too much heat. So we'll have to use the small on B. All right, I'm happy with this. Let's fire. See what this does. Yep, hit.
Munitions crate down.
Woo! Oh my god! I just kill a Jenner or a cicada in one shot? What about the Gryffindor? Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow, Marty. 2 mechs dead in one round. Beautiful. What happened to the Gryffindor? I really want to see. Locust is going to come out, crushing their own facilities, get in the water. Interesting. Taking a shot at Decker. That's what I wanted. Fantastic. I'm going to have to run away a little bit here with Decker, I think, because he's exposed. There comes a Panther. Boy. They got the mechs. Woo, big shot on Marty Stomp and a hit on the right knee, but that's fine. He can handle it. I can see the Gryffindor is kind of beaten up there for sure. And now the Jenner's going to move up. Pew, 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 pew. Wow, hit for like 100 at least on the front of Decker.
Light damage, Commander.
Okay. So, what happened to the Gryffindor? Let's see. All its back armor got wrecked. Interesting. And we took off quite a bit of its structure, too. Yeah, it's all pretty weak. So one big hit there, and we could take down Gryffindor. Interesting. That being said, get off the screen for a second here. Anything else I can shoot? I only want to blow up one more crate for maximum income. So no, I don't see a huge amount that I want to shoot right now. This little locust down there, 4 evasion. I'm not super keen on shooting that. I would like to move Decker right now, like out of the way, someplace where no one can see him. Indirect line of fire on everybody else. What am I going to shoot? Probably Gryffindor, I guess. Probably Gryffindor, I guess. We'll give these guys no shots other than Marty. Yeah, we may as well just try to hammer Gryffindor here. We're going to be overheating pretty soon as well, so now's a good time to do it. Could use a called shot. It might work. Also, the thing to note is that we have a breaching shot, so we ignore cover and guarded, which means we could knock off a whole bunch of evasion off of different people if we wanted to. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm kind of hoping Gryffindor moves up here, and then we can blow this up, and then we don't have to worry about this at all. The Jenner, however, has already moved. Maybe, no, I don't think it is worth it, but here's my thinking. Pretty sure right after we go, Gryffindor is going to move up, and then I can blow this up with Surf. Unfortunately, I already moved Decker, because now I'm thinking I should have reserved turn, then waited for them to move up. Bloody hell. Then I could have done a multi-target once on this thing. Otherwise, we're going to have to... Well, I guess Jessica could do it. So let's prepare the Panther to get evaporated. How much damage did we do back here on this guy? I don't really know what his back armor was. 40 out of 100, so it dealt like 60. So whatever he had in the back. What about over here? 40 out of 100, so yeah, it looks like it dealt 60 all around. In every single place. So, how about this Panther? 70, 55, how about in the... Yeah, the front of the Panther's where it's going to get hit. 60, 40, yeah. All right, here's the plan then. Let's use Decker. We'll hit the Panther pretty hard. And then hopefully when Gryffindor moves up, we just blow this crate up with Jessica, and then they both die. We're just going to do an all-out assault on this goofus. On this goofus. Or shoot the Jenner ones too. Nah, it's cover. Let's just shoot. Panther, see you later, friend. One less LRM-10 because of heat. Fire.
Got it.
All right. Now, am I right?
An enemy transport has escaped.
Yes, very unfortunate. Although I do feel that was, I mean, I wasn't set up here with a light tank, and I didn't really take it seriously. I also couldn't find it on the list up here, but I don't know why, because it went during the 3 initiative. I was just going to shoot it right after that, but alas. All right, Surf, I don't know what the deal is here. We just went, and now the Griffin's not going, and we're going again, so let's wait. We'll just reserve Surf until the next turn.
Delay.
Why isn't Gryffindor? There we go. Oh, come on, right in here. Yes, I think he's in there. Big shots here on Jessica. Very big. Losing some evasion. That's fine.
Can't take many more hits like that.
Don't worry about it. We got it under control. Okay, now
Commander?
we can have some fun. Absolutely. We can have some fun here with Jessica. So, we're going to shoot this crate. And that'll hit all of the things in here, including Gryffindor. That's one shot. The other shots, I'm thinking I lay on the Panther. Well, first of all, I have to find a place where I can see the crate. Looks like here. Here will work as well, and we'll be in the water. A little bit lower elevation. If I'm going to go someplace, I may as well go into the water, I suppose. We get 2 evasion for going there. Anyway, let's make sure we have that crate in our sights. Looking good. We'll angle over here. Let's move.
Moving to position.
Boy, she's getting hammered. Getting hammered. How are we looking on damage? 41 on the torso, but in center torso is 100%, so we're good over there. Let's do the multi-target now. What's the crate going to be? Okay, 80% all around. We're going to roll our luck on that and just put 1 shot into it. The rest of the shots, then, I could hit this one here and knock this guy down, but then I lose my bonus money, and I don't feel like I need to. Looks like I've pinned myself into the point where I can only shoot 35, 35, 60 over here. I guess I'll do the 60, but I don't want to do the 35s on that one at all, on the Locust. The other 2, I suppose, we'll just put on the Jenner at 45s, because why not, right? And there we go. Fire! Come on, crate! Blow it up! Blow up the Griffin! Blow up that Gryffindor! Yes!
Their fighting units down. Keep this up and the facility is ours.
Holy hell. We're not going to be any facility if I keep this up. Are you kidding me? What the hell is this? Woo! Physics! Alright. Locust gets a little bit wounded there. Jenner hit for 18. Whatever. It's more than 0, I suppose. Boy, that Griffin... Oh, there's a dragon here, is there? Uh-oh, Jessica. No, I didn't know that was a dragon. Do a barrel roll. I'm gonna have to seriously...
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
I know she is so much. She's like tanking. Serious hardcore tanking. All right. Now, after I go... I didn't know there was a dragon there, too. That guy's so menacing looking. I like the look of that thing. I like it a lot. I don't think it's that cool, though, but I like the look of it. Maybe it is cool if I got to gear it up, but... If I were to wait, the Panther will probably come up here, or maybe the Jenner also, maybe the dragon, and we shoot one more of these crates.
Yes, boss?
Maybe. I mean, I don't really want to, but what the heck? What the heck? It might be time to come up here and get a little bit of evasion with Surf, let him take some hits. You know, give him something to shoot that's not Jessica for once. What do we want to shoot with him, though? I guess the Panther, our most amount of damage we can lay on it for sure. Let's go for it. Also, then he can go melee that Locust next turn if we needed to, or we could have... I don't know if Jessica can do it or not. Guess we'll find out. I guess we're just going to go all in here in the Panther. Decent odds. Yeah. No cover. Fire away. Go for it, Surf.
Taking the shot.
Come on. Out of the Panther. Woo. You hit him pretty hard. Okay, turret. I'm gonna shoot Marty Stomp in the side. He's like, ow, my arm.
Reporting minimal damage.
And now we got a bunch of little guys. We got a Jenner, like that Locust. Is that the Locust just taking a shot? Really? That seems like an idiotic thing for it to do. I'm not sure if that's what it was.
Minimal.
Might have been the turret. I couldn't quite see. No, I think that was the Locust. Okay, here comes the Panther. I think he's still in that explosion range. No, he's actually moved out, and he went into brace. Here comes the Jenner. Taking a shot at Jessica. Woo! Jenner hits pretty hard there. Having her lose all those missiles that early was so bad. Heat damage on the Jenner now. Interesting. All right, well, we get all of our units to go, and then with the dragon goes. Well, I could always just hit this here, and there goes a Jenner, right? But the Jenner is kind of overheated right now. Who should I shoot, and where, and why?
What's up, boss?
Well, Marty's like super overheated, so if I wanted to shoot with him, just hypothetically speaking, what could I do to not overheat? Actually, we could shoot 3 medium lasers and an SRM. That's not that bad, all things considered. Alternatively, could I get down here and move into the water and melee? Melee this doofus? If I did, I wouldn't be in the water. But I could do it for sure. Just knock him right on the ground. If I did that, I'd probably want to use my vigilance. That could be a good thing to do. Then we could evaporate the Locust. If I wanted to split fire with Decker on the... Well, if I split fire, then I don't get called shot on the Jenner. Kind of feel like I need to knock the dragon down at this point. Not like too concerned with the Jenner, to be honest. So if Marty were to punch this doofus...
How's it going?
Surf and Decker can combine to knock down the dragon with instability. Because he's not braced. He's just guarded from being in a building. And that's probably my best result that I can get here out of this entire move. So let's do exactly all that. All right, Marty Stomp. It's time, Fred. It's time. Let's pop a vigilance. And let's do a bit of the old stomp, shall we? You see a Locust, so let's go smash it. Right on the head. Get on down there. Get into that cool water so you can calm down a little bit. Boom! Marty Stomp, literally stomping on Locust as he walks into the redneck pond, apparently. Also shot that guy in the head, not so bad. Now.
Standing by.
Well, Decker has some heat issues. Very much heat issues. He was taking some beatings earlier, but he has enough armor that I think he's fine to actually come up and start moving towards the water again. So I should probably do that with him. I could move down here and get 2 evasion. I probably should. And then we can shoot everything we've got at the dragon for instability. I might overheat in doing this, but quite frankly, I think it might be worth it at this point. This mission's very serious. I underestimated it a lot. I will say, though, it sucks for all of you who are going to watch this and then not... Or, like, you're going to know what to do with this mission. Like, just park a unit up here and shoot that truck right away. Bam. Like, you're going to do a lot better off, I guess. Well, maybe it doesn't suck for you guys. Maybe you want to know that kind of stuff. And that way you can just hack your way to victory. Anyway, let's fire over here. Overheat warning, even with 2 things. You know what? I'm going to fire them all. Every single one. We got to destabilize this dragon. I know we're going to overheat, but it's fine. Let's go for it. Every single thing we've got.
It.
Decker, go! Beautiful. Woo, structural damage. I think that was on Decker there. What do we have over here? 4 and like a hat. Like, what's that? 80, 90 or so stability damage. I know we're burning, which is a little bit lame, but what are you going to do?
Waiting for orders.
What are you going to do? I think we should run down here into the water with Surf. We got 2 mobilities, or 2 evasions, rather, as well. And then from this location, we take down that dragon. And that seems like my best option.
Roger.
Take the dragon down, Surf. Take the dragon down. Get on the ground.
Firing all weapons.
Beautiful. Knockdown. Bunk. Also, this is a decent opportunity for me to capture this thing if I can knock it down, like, a whole bunch and not kill it, which, quite frankly, is possible because it's standing in the cover. So every time I hit it, I have an opportunity for that to happen. Boy, do I wish Jessica had more hit points. Alright, after she goes, we're gonna get this turret and the dragon going. What should we shoot? Should I move to such a point that I could maybe shoot the dragon? Question. Or, well, it's got full hit points right now, so I just don't want her to get shot, and I'd like to try to capture it. So why don't we do something else with her? She's not going to overheat in the situation she's in. But I also don't want to be any place that's, like, super bad. We can't jump anywhere. I don't want to get any more stability damage than I already have. I might want to just move up here where the dragon can't see her. Like, right here, we'll use this line of sight. It'll have to stand up and then move or whatever. I don't know if stand up uses your move action, so can you stand up and then only shoot? Is that the idea? I don't know. Maybe. It seems reasonable. So with that being the case, if we just move one tile up, though, we get no evasion, no brace. I could, if I wanted to, kind of hack my way with a vigilance here, even though I shouldn't. If I don't, though, it's scary. And I'm not going to use the vigilance hacks. Let's just move up. We'll kind of face everybody, but make sure I have shots on the locust and the Jenner, and we'll figure it out in a second. She doesn't do very much damage at this juncture. 65, 65, 65. Over here, we're looking at all the same with a little bit more. 4 and then 30, 37. We should be able to take that out. 2 machine guns and a medium laser. What about the Jenner? Jenner's actually got a ton of goodies. I would much rather shoot the Jenner. Can we do a multi-target? We'll put all our lasers into the Jenner, soften it up a little bit, and then we'll toss our MG into this little doper down there. Now, a lot of people are always like, focus fire or you're a moron. Honestly, 2 machine guns and 1 laser versus 4 lasers and an SRM? Are you kidding me? I would so much rather even just wound this Jenner so I could kill it next turn than I would kill this locust. I will gladly take a few MG shots. Let's go for it. Fire.
Here we go.
Now, I know it's overheated, so I can't really even use a lot of that stuff, but still, you gotta soften it up. Ooh. Pilot injured. That torso destroyed. Beautiful. All right, dragon's getting on up. And he's going to stand still and fire at Decker. Beautiful. All right. Marty stops getting shot at. Double miss from the turret. I think that's the last one left. And he gets to go again. That's weird. So once he's done... Oh, because the turret just went. We got the Jenner. We got the Panther. And then we've got the... Did I say Jenner? I meant Locust, Panther, then the Jenner. Interesting.
Receiving you.
So what should I do with Marty's Stomp? If I went into the water... First, we're not going to be braced, unfortunately, unless I stand still. But I really want to be able to fire every single shot that I have. If I were to turn everything on and fire it, what am I heat looking at? Actually, it's fine this turn. I could do that and just really, really lay into that Jenner. We got a little bit closer, though. Would it be possible to use my MGs in the water? Yes, it would. 75 all around with a 70 and a 65. So from here, I'm looking at same thing, except I don't get the small laser. Is that a necessity, though? Boy, I would like to take that Jenner down. Thing is, it's a little bit hot. What's this Locust still got for weapons? It's got 1 MG and 1 laser. I will gladly get shot in the back by that thing. I really want to be up here with Marty. I think it's a smart move. We'll let the Jenner have our side. We'll angle towards the Panther a little bit. Maybe even our back there. Sorry, the Locust. I keep calling it the Jenner. It's so confusing when there's a Jenner on the map. And then, I'm just going to go all out. I want 100% this Jenner on the ground. Oh, guys! Redneck Baths! Rebuttal or whatever it is. Like the sequel. Like, even more redneckery. Guarded, entrenched? Interesting. So the Locust just went into entrenched. Panther's doing a bit of a backwards moonwalk. Or... Okay, big snipe there on Marty. Swinging a miss, though, on the particle cannon. Couple of missiles hit, no big deal. And then last but not least, that Jenner. Really curious to see what it does. It's like on fire and pretty well beaten up. It's just gonna move up and it's gonna shoot at Jessica, oddly enough. Whoa! Left arm
Not
destroyed. She's
Not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I am well aware that's not good. She's officially got no arms, guys. Jessica, the no-armed mad girl, I guess. How's the center torso? 93. She's doing okay over there. Oh, wait a minute. Where are half of these guns that she still has? They must be in her torso? Oh, yes. 3 lasers. Woo! On her 10 hit point torso. This heavy mech is getting wrecked. That's crazy.
For orders.
All right, well, I'm glad that's actually a thing. Oh, I can't move down here with Decker into the water. He's actually that slow. That's insane. All right, well, I want to knock the dragon down again. Yeah, and plus, it's braced, which is fantastic, because that's more chance for us to capture it. Of course, we also have the opportunity to take these guys out. I get to go with... Actually, no, I just get to go with Decker and Surf, and then the dragon goes before Jessica goes, unless we knock it down, which we can do if I fire every missile at it. Will I be able to do that and not shut down from overheating? Yes, it'll be hot, but I can do it. And then all these ridiculous... Look at this general over here. The thing's almost on fire. It's ridiculous. All right, well, let's move down as far as we can get, which is not, like, ideal. But whatever, we'll do it. And angle in every single direction towards everyone. Every single missile is going to hit that dragon once again. I want to knock it out of the 2 category and down into the 1, so that Jessica has an opportunity to run away and at least shoot one of these guys once or line of sight it. Even though I don't think it can... Yeah, because if it goes, it can then move and do whatever it wants. Like, you get line of sight and shoot her and knock out her torso, rather, which will do 1 damage to her. She's already down 2, so we have a risk of Jessica dying if I don't knock this dragon on the ground. And obviously, we're not going to let that happen. Full on 90s, Decker, take the heat! Take the heat off of Jessica! Woo! Hey, dragon, what's going on? Yep.
Heat damage. Damn it.
I'm well aware that there's lots of heat damage, but I'm fine with it. Let's stand where we are here with Surf. I suppose I could move if I wanted to over here. I get 1 evasion. Is that worth it, though? Maybe, actually. I mean, I'd like to be in position to melee both of these guys next turn, but for right now, getting a little bit of evasion might make sense. Then again, we also may be blocking. You know, he can take hits. He hasn't taken a single hit. Let's just leave him where he is. No evasion, no brace, nothing. Stand still and take the dragon onto the ground, please. Onto the ground, please. Surf. Fire! We may not be able to knock him down. Yeah, we actually didn't. That sucks. All right, well, here he goes. The thing is, though, he's so destabilized, he may go for a brace and not shoot at Jessica. Yep. Wait. He still shot at Jessica, but only with the missiles. Whew. Ah, that's terrifying.
Commander?
She is so close to death right now. Center torso 85. That torso right there with everything in it. 10. Boy. Does she even have line of sight? No, she's protected from this guy. Oh, I could, of course, blow this up, but, you know, that's just going to wound the dragon. I actually still want to try to, if possible, knock it down a couple more times and capture it, but maybe not on that. Where's that Panther, by the way? Way back there. Where can we move with her that's even remotely decent? Pretty much nowhere. Okay, in that case, we're gonna probably just shoot these guys. And how much? I don't know. What do we got over here on the Jenner? A whole lot, actually. Old shot in the left leg could take that thing on the ground, at least. Can't really fight her much because of the overheating, though. Little Locust that can't really do very much. Could sprint with her. Where would I sprint? I could sprint over here, and then nothing would have line of sight on her, except... No, nothing would have line of sight on her. Should I do that? We'll also be in the cover and then not even take a shot. Might keep her alive a little bit more, but you know what? Even if this thing does blow up, she's going to take another wound. But she won't die outright, so I'm thinking we'll be fine. As long as the center torso doesn't get knocked. Oh, then again, someone could crit the center torso and blow that MG ammo up. So running over here with 3 evasion might help to prevent that. You know what? I think that's the smart move. We're going to run over here. Yeah. But in doing this, we give our back to all these little guys. So nope, that's not a viable option. All right, well, standing still it is. I think we're gonna shoot the Jenner with everything because the Locust is a Locust, unless... I mean, the Jenner will of course shut down if it shoots all its guns, but it can shoot all the guns is the point. So let's shoot it with all the guns, at least as much as we can. Every single thing we've got, fire, fire.
Firing on target.
Really, 365s, all misses, every single one. Okay, missiles here on Marty Stomp, looking good. All misses. This is crazy. Okay, here's that Locust. Yeah, it's shooting Jessica in the side with the MG in the torso. That thing has high crits.
Reporting structural damage.
You're okay, don't worry. Panther, he's just backing up cautiously, calmly, collected. He's a Panther, going for a snipe on Marty. Hit for 50. That's a big hit. Would have liked to have been braced there, but I wanted to move around for some reason in the last turn. And now we get the Jenner, who can unload on Jessica, shut itself down. Yep, that's what it's doing. Whoo!
I'm bleeding, Commander.
Left torso destroyed, but the Jenner shut down. Boy, I was right about that. Well, we got 1 hit point on Jessica, and the center torso is down to 36. Okay. So after all of we go, the dragon goes if we don't knock it down, and then Jessica, it might kill Jessica. So obviously we gotta knock this thing down. We're gonna run up here with Decker, get in the water as best we can, or I can move Surf up a little bit, get him in the water. I'm not sure. I could have him punch that. No, have him shoot there. No. Let's go with Decker first, see if we can knock the dragon down. We're not gonna get any evasion anywhere we go, but that's fine. Here's as good a place as any, I suppose. We'll just do that.
Moving out.
Perfect. Now, even though we're overheated here, what can we do on this guy? Well, we're not going to shut down. We're not going to shut down. Go for it, Decker. Knock the dragon down while you're on fire standing in a lake. Beautiful. Boy, wouldn't it suck to be like a fish in that lake right now? There's 4 mechs in there. Okay, that's the second injury there. 4 mechs in here, and the water must be heating up to like 300 degrees or whatever. Good. So now the dragon's knocked back to 1, which means we can do something with Jessica. Probably run away over here. Once we run over here, though, I think that Panther will be able to see us, which is not what I want, but we will at least have evasion. God, if she gets hit, she may die. The Jenner has to turn itself back on and then loses its turn, so I can leave it alone. I think the Locust just needs to be punched.
Ready for orders.
I could probably just punch it here. Or we got some good shots up there. Look at all those shots of that Panther. That might be a smart move. And then Surf could, like, smack the Locust. I think a melee from Surf. Okay, Surf, what's your melee? Melee 55 on Marty, 85 on Surf. Yeah, so Surf just smacks, literally beats the Locust into the ground. Jenner loses his turn from fire. Marty shoots the Panther. And then, of course, we're going to have the dragon stand up and try to shoot Jessica, so we're going to have to run someplace and do something with her. But let's see how this works out here. I do have the called shot as well on the dragon, if I were to move Marty. But frankly, again, I'd prefer it stood up and I knocked it down again, and I went for actual capture on it, because this is my best bet to capture this thing. He's already got 2 wounds. 1 more knockdown, I may get it. Possibly, though. What's he, a defender? No, defender means he's got at least 4 hit points, at least. So I'm going to have to go for 2 more knockdowns. But a called shot in the head from, say, Decker with a missile, that could turn the tide. Anyway, I do think shooting this Panther is a smart move here with Marty with all the missiles we've got. And then let's do a multi-target. A smulti-target, guys. Also, we want to stay here to get our bulwark as well. Everything we can fire over here, we will. It's not the best odds in the world, but whatever, we'll do it. And then the other shots, can we put them over here or here? No. Over here? No. Over there? No, I don't want to do that. All right, well, never mind. We'll just do a regular attack then. And let's start laying into the Panther. Shall we? Whole bunch of misses there. Not surprising, because we had pretty bad odds.
Let's do this.
All right, Surf, we had a very, very specific thing for you to do, and it was beat the Panther, or the Locust, rather, into the grounds! Just kick it! Just kick it out of the...
Attack. Missed.
Of all the times to miss a
Good to
high roll. All right, Jessica, what the hell can you do? If you ran up here, the dragon could see you. $36 torso. I think we're gonna have to go. We obviously have no guns, so well, I could go smash this guy. But of course, then the dragon and the panther can see you. What is this over here? Mineral field. These mineral deposits interfere with targeting systems. +4 difficulty to hit units within a mineral field. Oh, is that why that locust just did a barrel roll? +2 difficulty for attacks made by units within a mineral field. Oh, is that also why they're missing me so badly? I had no idea. I had read about these, but I had never seen one before. So they're purple. That's good to know. Can we sprint anywhere more useful? If we come over here, the panther can see us, and the panther will go before we get a chance to, but I could go over there. We would have cover. But if that panther lands a particle cannon in our torso, well, actually, we'd be okay, but we would have evasion, too. We'd be okay. Oh, over there, we actually... Can I do this? And then... Nope, because these little guys would have my back. Granted, this one has to turn back on, so I can't do anything. Stupid locust, though, could shoot, but the shot wouldn't be that bad. I don't think. If I ran over here, would I turn better? Not really. The tense situation. The tense situation. All right, well, I think the smartest move is I dash over here into the tree. The dragon's gonna stand up and might shoot missiles at us, but that's it. We'll also have the cover and we'll have all the evasion. We'll have all the evasion and the cover versus the panther. The only thing that can shoot us is the locust. Also, the turret back here could probably shoot us, right? No, it says it can't, according to this. Do I believe it? Maybe. If the locust shoots us in the back, it'll ignore the cover, but it can only do 25 damage, so it shouldn't be too bad. Plus, if it stands there in the mineral field, it'll have a harder time hitting us with all this evasion. Well, will this evasion count, or will our angle... Will they have a flank on us, that locust from right there? I can't tell. Maybe it wouldn't, actually. All right, let's just do this. We're going to sprint over here with Jessica into the forest. And I hope that's the smartest move. Tons of evasion and cover. No idea if that's a good idea or not. Anyway, here comes the dragon. He stands back up. That's all he... Whoa! He actually took a cannon shot there to Decker. But that was a miss. Boy, Decker's just sitting there melting. All right, here comes Marty Stomp now, getting shot twice. Only connection for 12 from the turret. And... Jenner's turning itself back on. And here's the locust. It's moving in such a way that it won't have a flank on Jessica, and that's all I really care about. I'm gonna shoot at Marty Stomp here for 12. Fine by me. Well, 12 and like a bunch of ones. Whatever, fine. Ooh, and the Panther gets to go again, and he's taking a snipe, but a miss! And only a hit for 6 there on Jessica. Thank you, evasion.
That got through my armor, Commander.
I know it did, because you don't have any armor, Jessica. Absolutely none. Boy. I know I could have done cold shots on the Jenner, too, but I mean, I think I need... Well, here's the thing with the dragon, right? When it's braced, I can't knock it down, come to find out, even when I combo Decker and Surf together. I may be able to change that by shooting some SRMs at it with Marty on top. But I'm really feeling like someone's going to take down this ridiculous, ridiculous thing. This Jenner. He has got so much damage here, it's insane. Who goes after him? Pretty much everybody. I can't take the dragon down, which means it's going to go before Jessica goes, which is very scary, because if it moves, oh god. I may have to hit it, the dragon, even though I won't be able to knock it down with Decker and Surf, just to make sure it has enough instability that it just sits there and doesn't move. And wants to go into using brace. But, anywho's, all that being said, I think the smart move is here. We take Marty Stomp, we angle a little bit, and we land to the Jenner with everything he's got. And then I shoot all our missiles at the dragon. Or alternatively, we could shoot the Panther again. I mean, he's got decent shots. Nah, probably not. I gotta take this Jenner out. I can't let it flank us from where it is. So let's do just a slight rotation here. So that I can actually... Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. To get an angle on that, I'm really going to have to give up my side to that dragon. I'm scared about this being a smart idea or not. I don't think that's a flank, though. I think they're just going to have shots on the side. So let's do that. We still have, or we still will get our brace, supposedly. We'll take a full-on 65 across the board with Marty Stomp on the Jenner. Please, for the love of God, evaporate this thing. Nice. Oh, manner of hits. Left arm, left torso, boom. At least, if nothing else, he's going to be pretty beaten up. Didn't kill him, but we definitely hurt him. What does he have? The center torso. Oh, he's down to 1 damage on the center torso. 1? Boy. Boy. Look at this. 1 damage, or 1 structure, rather, on his right arm. 1 structure on the center torso. 10 on the right torso. 19 and 28 in the legs. I might need to do a split here with Decker. I did that again by mistake. Decker,
Orders?
out of curiosity, if we were to fire everything you've got over here, would that overheat you? It wouldn't shut you down, it would just overheat you. I could do it. I could do it. I believe I could do it. And then, if I wanted to, I could shoot through. You know what? 1 shot on the dragon might not be a bad idea, because then we would ignore its guarded. Same deal here for the Panther. I might want to do a complete multi-target. What's our odds? 30. Holy, okay, what if I moved to better range? Like over here. Okay, then we still have shots on everybody. What's our, still 30 though. I need to move even further. I can't leave the water. We got 80, and we got 80. Alright, well. He's the only one who can maybe take down that. I only have to hit it for like 2 damage, so let's do it. Let's move Decker from water to water, get a little bit further away. Not that it makes any difference in this instance. Actually, why even move him at that rate? Like, if we're going to have the same odds either way, like where we are right now, we have... The whole point of doing that was to get 30 over here. Or higher than 30 over here. And it's going to be 30 either way, so 80, 80, 70. Oh, wait, he had an 80, I think. From here on this Panther. Yeah, so whatever reason, that's going up slightly. So let's do that then. We'll move so we have vision on all 3 of them. Stay in the water while Decker's on maximum burnination multi-target. I'm going to do this little Jenner for 30% with the first LRM. Beautiful. I'm going to do this Dragon here with the second one. Beautiful. And we're going to hit this Panther here with the third one. There we go. Overheat alert, sure, but no shutdown. No shutdown. Come on, Decker. This is also going to go through all of their armors and covers and whatnot because we have breaching shot, and additionally, it may very well, if we can even hit 1 missile on this thing, it may take the Jenner down, or if nothing else, like, wound it. Let's see. Let's see.
Engaging
Come on, Decker.
targets.
Oh, first missile out of the freaking barrel. Boom. Jenner down. Beautiful. Okay, bunch of hits here on the Dragon. Not like a huge help. Bunch of hits over here on the Panther. That was actually pretty good. Heat
My heat
critical.
can't vent fast enough. I'm
I
taking
know.
damage.
I know they can't vent fast enough.
Yes, Commander.
The amount of damage you are taking right now, Decker, is insane. The amount of heat damage. All right, now, I get 2 options. So Surf hangs out here and shoots the Dragon, hopefully giving it enough instability. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I don't have a precision. Bloody hell. If I did... Calling that shot right there for that ammo would be beautiful. You know what I'm going to do is go for this. I'm going to go all out on the Dragon and pray we can somehow manage to hit and destroy this ammo rack in his torso. In his right torso, I think it is. Medium laser over there. Alternatively, I just want to take a look over here on the Panther. What's up here? 55, 15. The Panther's still doing good. Particle cannon, though, is in the right arm. So if we shot him, we have some chance to take that down. But, you know, probably not 100. And I really would rather... Actually, let's think about this for a second. So the Dragon, it's got all kinds of guns. It's going to shoot Jessica and probably kill her. Okay. But the Panther is pretty much going to do the same thing with the particle cannon. What's her torso? 30. That particle cannon hits... I think we reduce it to 33. She's dead. Maybe, maybe what I should have done is ejected her instead of run over here. I thought maybe I could use a melee, but no, I'm thinking, no, I really should have ejected her. Who goes next? The dragon. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to hit this dragon like an absolute truck here with Marty. Hope to buy enough time that it doesn't do anything, and then we'll eject Jessica here. If Jessica dies, good God. 45, 45, 45. That's so bad. Can we move a little bit and get better than 45? Nope, not if I want to stay in the water. Do I need to stay in the water? I really don't. Why don't we move up the hill then? Give ourselves much better odds. Something like this. Beautiful. Here we go.
Yes, I'm there.
And everything on that dragon. 75, 85, 85, 85. Fire! Come on, sir! Go for the torso! LRM ammo destroyed.
Solid connection on that one.
Well, we did that, but of course we didn't actually destroy the torso, so... It's gonna fire at Decker while standing still. Perfect. You know what? I think that stability damage was enough to make it want to stay there. And that's exactly what happened. And Jessica, time to toodle. See you later.
Punching out.
We're not gonna use you to melee anything anymore. Boy, that heavy mech, my first ever heavy mech, may as well have been a paper tank. It got obliterated so hard. That's funny. Oh, hey, look at this. Marty Stomp. Marty Stomp's getting shot in the side by a little locust for some reason. Locust loves that tile. He just keeps going back to it. Panther still backing up. Taking shots on Decker. 888. Not bad. All right, now we get to, everybody gets to go. I'm thinking Decker needs to maybe for once actually cool down. I'm just kind of curious what the odds would be. God, this guy's still braced over there. Well, we're not knocking him down again, I suppose. We're gonna shut down, actually. We're getting so hot. So I think the time is finally now for... Really? Decker can only move 2 tiles? Is your mobility reduced when you're hot? 2 tiles? He can't even melee. I was gonna have him come over here and melee, but he can't even do that. Weird, and to think I only moved him away so I could get a plus 10% over here in the Panther. Weird. Alright. Well, we're probably just going to end up shooting then and staying with the overheat. We're going to have some huge repair bills after this one. Should I try to take the dragon down again? We're down to 50 ammo, so this is kind of our last volley. That being said, maybe I want to take... not the Panther. Did I say Panther last? I meant Dragon, but maybe I should just shoot the Panther with everything. If nothing else, we can take off its arm, which would be great. And then we'll have to deal with the Dragon for another turn, but you know what? I think we'll be okay.
Need something, Chief?
On that front. If I were to... Oh, I can do a melee over here into the... Well, then I lose my bulwark, so... Do I have to move to do the melee? Oh, yes. Apparently I do. Huh. Well, I don't want to do that.
Commander? Waiting for orders.
Could have Surf shoot the Locust. Combo on the Dragon's not going to knock it down. It's got less structure damage. Or, sorry, stability damage. Could, of course, shoot this and do a ton of damage. I really wanted to capture it, though. Why am I being shown the Locust? Okay, I don't know why it's showing me that, but whatever. Let's have Marty probably move back. What's our odds in the Panther from here? 65, 65, 75, 75. What are they over here? 75, 75. All right, you know what? I'm going to move back here. I think we're going to try to take the Panther down with him. I may have said Marty, but I meant Surf. God. It's hard. But this Locust thing seems to be stuck on the screen, and I can't change it. So, okay, whatever. Let's do a full 75% over here on the Panther and just pray for a luck.
Locked on.
Surf. Ooh, okay. Decent amount of stability damage there. Now.
Ready for orders.
Do I want to have Decker take that shot as well? Well, boy. That guy's still doing just fine. His short-range missiles are probably out of range. The particle cannon, though, can still snipe. I want to move Decker into a position that is so strange he can only move that far. I want to move him into a position where at least next turn I can do something useful, so let's do that. I may just brace here this turn. Can I shoot any missiles at all without overheating? No. Everything's going to keep us in overheat. You know what? I'm going to brace. I think we'll be fine, because the only thing they can shoot at would be Decker, and it would be Marty, and we're both going to be braced. The only problem I have here, of course, is that our odds to hit this locust are super low. But I do actually want to hit that locust. Maybe I should move and line of sight. Wow. Why is my movement so low? Oh, water reduces heat. Oh, freaking moron. I mean, sorry, water reduces movement. I just forgot about that. Like, I move over here with him, where we will be line of sighting the dragon. Dragon will probably shoot Decker, who's braced. Even if it doesn't, it'll shoot Marty, but he can take a big hit, and then we'll have quite better odds over here. Actually, they'll be pretty much the same. But at least we'll have, I don't want to move. Well, if I'm going to move, why not just move over here? Problem is, I'm so scared of this thing. But maybe I should do it. Maybe I should just punch this thing in the face. I mean, nah. I think moving over here and trying to let everyone shoot Decker while he's braced is the smarter move, and we'll angle just a smidge. We're going to give up our bulwark this turn. I'm going to shoot at this locust while we have the opportunity. They're not the best shots in the world, but I mean, there's a lot of them, and that little locust is really dumb. So let's go for it.
All weapons.
All right, well, we hit some. Hit for 22. Nice. Dragon standing still, taking a shot on Decker. He can take that. Another shot from the turret, hit for 12 in the left leg. And here comes that locust, going for the flank shot on Decker.
They're flanking.
Well, we still have a lot of rear... oh, structure exposed. Okay, nothing actually did structure damage. It was just exposed there. That locust is so annoying, but now I can finally punch the stupid thing to death. All right. Well, the Panther seems to have just given up. It's running away. This little locust, I think the plan is... Since we're super hot anyway, should I just melee the dump? The only problem is if I do melee it like that, is there a different angle? Nope. There's no other angle. What about Surf? Could I have him move down there and melee that thing? I sure could, actually. I think I do want to do that. Let's just have someone finally finish this stupid thing off. Go for it. Get on down there, Surf.
On the move.
Right back into the water. And... God, that thing has been annoying.
Let's do this.
Yeah, like how he just rammed his head right into it. Yeah, remembering that water reduces your speed by 50%.
Waiting for orders.
That probably would have been a big help. You know, just kind of huge. All right, well, at this point, we can stand here, be just fine, take some shots, but then we won't be braced. So I'm thinking I move back out of direct line of sight again. And we'll engage...
Confirmed.
With Marty as a tank again in a second. I kind of want to do a multi-target here, if I could take down this laser. Hit for 90. There's probably not much chance, but I'm thinking, you know what? All these things are guarded, so why don't we do a breaching shot on pretty much everything. So one up there on you. That'll be A. We'll do one over here on you. That'll be B. And then we'll do one up here on you. And that'll be C. And that's going to overheat us again? Fine, I don't care. I don't care. Fire!
Firing on multiple
Go out in
enemies.
style, Decker. That's his last missile, too. Or, well, pretty close to it. He's got like 5 left. Hit the head, Decker. No. No luck. Alright, that wasn't very,
Commander?
valuable as a turn, but... Can I shoot this turret from here? No. Okay, here's my plan. Let's move out so that everything has a shot on Marty. Right now, it does not. We'll move over here. From this location, I want to be able to hit that turret. So, here. Perfect.
Position confirmed.
See these guys as well. Give them something to shoot at. Pop up brave. Oh, damn it. I meant to put up vigilance and then shoot the turret, but oh well. That didn't work. Oh no. Dragon doesn't want to take the bait. Woo, he's going to Decker and he's hitting like a champ.
Armor blow through. Internal damage.
Blown through, I think, is the actual terminology there, Decker.
Took a hard hit there.
Nah, you just hit for 12, Marty. It's fine. Oh, and Panther is still backing off. Oh, wait, what did he do? He just turned back around, shooting at Decker again, but a big miss there. All right. All of this was to hopefully capture a dragon. If I can't capture the dragon, I'm going to feel like quite a mighty Muffalo. We got 10 total ammo, and that's it, okay?
Yes, boss.
Surf, would you like to run up here, turn around, and hammer that dragon in the head? Well, better question is,
Orders?
what can Decker do? We could move up really close to... Well, I don't want to move up too close because I want the... I do want to shoot him with my last volley of missiles. Just curious. What's our odds right now? 45. What would our odds be if we move back? 80. Really, that's a big difference. Decker's getting pretty well wounded, but he can't do much else now anyway. So, you know what? I think we'll pull him... I think we'll pull him back for the missile, even though we're in the water, and that's used. We're only getting one more missile here anyway.
Roger that.
We'll go for the higher odd shots. And let's see. LRM, I suppose 15 plus? Sure. I guess we'll go for that one, because why not? And we'll shoot over here with our 180%, and that is the end. Should I do a cold shot? Oh god, the torso's getting wrecked. Maybe. Just go for the head. Torso shot actually will be 1 wound. Could go for that. Which would knock off a medium laser. Another medium laser. I think I should. Alright. Let's indeed go for the precision strike here with our one and only shot. That's all we really need. I mean, we only got to hit the thing like, what, twice? 3 times, maybe? And that's pretty much exactly what we will do here if we get average odds. So, alright, here you go, Decker. Cold shot, torso fire! Nope.
I'm out of LRMs.
You had to hit 3 of those 29s, and it looks like you didn't. But what is he at now? 1. He's got 1 hit point. Okay. And center torso still looking pretty good at 72.
Ready.
Interesting. Well, Marty Stomp's obviously not moving. We're going to leave him there. Or I could run up here and melee this guy. Go for the destabilize. Actually, that might work. I honestly thought Decker could pull that off. I thought maybe I'd use a precision strike on Surf. Like, pull back as he has more missiles, but...
Standing by. Yes, Commander.
See, I just thought he'd be clutch enough to pull off 329s. Anyway, I do kind of like this melee here. What is our melee stability damage? 45. Yeah, 45 stability. Okay, so when I'm looking over here on this dragon, I'm looking at like 35 or so.
Receiving you.
Well, if we're gonna do it, let's first knock off his arm here by running way the heck up here with Surf. We turn around? No. All right. Any place I can go? Back here, maybe? Still get a shot? No. No. All right. Well, we can't get 2 mobility or 2 evasion, but I can definitely get at least 1. We'll come up here. Oh, I didn't move to the right tile. Bloody hell. I'm too close for good odds. Oh, well. We'll just have to take the shot and pray for luck. Oh, that was it. Yep, torso gone. Nice. Pilot injured for the 3rd time. Hopefully.
Some heavy damage.
That's not enough stability damage. Bloody hell.
Waiting for orders.
Bloody hell. I wanted to ram him. But it's not going to be enough. We got to do like 50. All right. I feel like next turn I can do it. I can do it, guys. I can do it. So what we're gonna do here... Don't I have shots right here? Marty stomp on that turret? Sure do. Let's take it down. I'm sick of that thing shooting me in the side. We'll fire at it with everything.
Engaging.
I can take a shot from this thing.
One less turret.
Ooh, big shot in Decker's left leg for
I'm
45.
taking internal damage.
All right.
Let's get this done.
Oh, the Panther's done. Back it off. He's getting aggressive. He's going after... Whoa, Decker's left turret.
Need a medic.
Ooh, Decker's pretty wounded now, too.
That shot went internal.
All this effort I'm putting into trying to get this thing and save this money. Is it worth it? The amount of repairs I'm going to have here, I could have just blown the ammunition crates up and won the game in like 2 seconds. Also, my entire thought here with Decker involved jump jets to DFA this guy's stability away, but that's obviously not going to be an option. So instead of that, we're just going to fire. We're going to move back a little bit here with Surf. Have perfect odds, and we'll fire everything we've got on him and see what we can pull off. Probably not very much, because he's braced once again. Or I could kill the Panther. Nah, let's go over here. All 80, 85s done.
There's only one of them left. Take it out, and this facility is ours.
I wanted that dragon so badly.
Ready for orders.
I wanted the dragon so badly. Oh, that sucks. All right, what's my odds here on this doofus? They're decent enough. Let's go for it.
Coordinates received.
Marty stomp, move on up. Precision strike. Panther. Torso. Right in the center. 9%, really. All right, well, go for that right torso then. Fire.
Taking the shot. Let's hit him hard.
Whew, what a mess of a mission.
Enemy down.
All right, what the hell just happened? Good job, Commander. With the supplies you've just secured for us, our BattleMechs will shutter the Directorate's battle line. Smithon will be liberated now and forever. And Lord de Carosas will be grateful. Not to put too fine a point on it, but we do need his help. And we shall have it. I'll arrange an audience with him directly. Enjoy your victory, Commander. You've earned it. Yeah. That's probably the worst victory I've ever had in a strategy game. It was just awful. Awful. What went wrong, though? Let's see. Number one, I had no idea that truck was going to move. I could have probably figured it out if I clicked around a little bit more and realized it was on the 3 thing there. Yeah, that's like the only mission where I actually could have used a light tank to catch up to that truck. So that's the first thing. Second thing, Jessica got knocked down. I just went super aggressive because she got 7 lasers and she had a heavy tank. And I'm like, ooh, look at me. I got a heavy tank for the first time ever. What can this thing do? Bleh. Well, I guess you can't use heavy tanks like a complete moron. So I learned that. That's a learning experience. Also, I think she lost half her guns pretty early on, too, with that. Yeah. Oh, and then there was actually apparently 7 light mechs or medium mechs or whatever. And I think they were almost all light, plus the dragon. How the heck was I supposed to know that? Like, they all came up and fired simultaneously. Lack of intel is what really cost me here. A light tank with enough intel to learn that there would have been that many mechs back there, or just knowledge of the mission. Like, God, if I played this mission again, I would crush all the trucks, I would know there'd be 9 friggin' guys, so I'd have 1 tank up on the hill, sitting there in bulwark. And then, of course, the third mistake was desperately wanting to capture that dragon, which, in the end, I didn't end up doing anyway, so I screwed around with it. And it didn't pan out in the slightest. And, of course, Surf missing his, like, 95% melee kick. Also, forgetting the water had slower movement speed and not realizing the mineral spirits were there or whatever. Whew! That's a list of things to learn. God, it's a wonder that I even beat the mission. But, regardless, I did indeed beat it. And I did get 2 of the bonus rewards. I guess there was a third one, but I didn't get because the truck drove away. That was another thing. I didn't want to blow up the containers, which I honestly could have done. And that probably also would have been vastly more economically better to just blow them up and take the mechs down than it would have been to take all the hits and try to, like, secure the dragon corpse. Like, if I had just gone all out and blew up all the mechs, I mean, the repair bills are probably going to cost more than I'm going to get from this bonus. But well, let's go see. Really? 15%. That's all we got. 15% of like, what was it, like 1.2 million or something? So each one of those things gave us maybe it wasn't 1.2, maybe it's a little bit more. Yeah, about that. So let's say we got like 180-ish thousand or thereabouts for blowing up those ammo crates. Yeah, I think actually that may have been worth it economically. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time repairing, but it's not gonna cost me 180,000 to repair all the mechs we just got wounded. So it was probably worth it, at least for the 6 ammo crate. I mean, for the 3 ammo crate for sure, but for the 6, probably. Prevent the second transport. Oh, I didn't prevent you. I would have got another 15% had I killed the first one, which I easily would have done if it didn't, like, YOLO out of line of sight after one action. Wow. What a disastrous... I mean, it's not even disastrous, though. That's the thing with this game. Like, I did everything wrong, and I still won, and the end result is I have to sit at a base for, like, a month repairing? So what? I've got, like, $2 million. Not a big deal. Decker's out for 17 days. Jessica's out for 51 days. Good thing, by the way, I gave her that extra hit point not too long ago. That heavy mech was such a disgrace. But it got swarmed by lights. And also turrets. Swarmed and knocked down and then called shot times 1,000,000 from mechs I didn't even know were there. That's crazy. Boy. Well, now I have a slightly better appreciation for light tanks and scouting, that's for sure. Then again, I mean, it's only the plot missions, really, that you encounter forces like that. Like, all the missions I've done up till now have been, like, at most 4 mechs. Or, like, there's 2 mechs and a couple of turrets. This one was, like, 4 turrets and 7 mechs. It's pretty crazy. So, outside of the plot missions, I'm not even sure if that's possible to get that much of a opposing force. But regardless... not so bad. I mean, Surf is fine. Marty is fine. Marty, the tank, standing in the open, didn't even get scratched. Sure. And all of Decker's wounds were just from, like, overheating, except for that one big shot at the end there. I mean, not a big deal. So, whatever. Let's go see what the repair bill is. I'm super curious about that. So, I probably want to grab this dragon. All this other... ooh, that's right. I also wanted to capture that fire starter. We'll take that, because I'm really interested in that. I guess we'll take the Griffin as well, because I don't care about all the other things. They seem pretty lame. I already have the Panther, got none of that stuff. Looks good. Any special stuff here that they've got for us? Nope, no such luck. Confirm! That was actually the lowest paying, I think, we got the Panther there in a bonus. That's the lowest paying salvage I've got from a plot mission. Wow, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small jump jets, or standard jump jets, whichever one it is. It's crazy low loot. Black Box, in orbit Smithon. My Lord Carossus, what a pleasure it is to see your face again. Long did you serve House Arano, and long were you a friend to me. Your loyalty and wisdom are remembered to this day. Ah, there he is. Simon Carossus. Spare me the pleasantries, lapdog. Yes, thank you. Slap that lapdog around. You're here because your mistress needs something. Isn't that right, Lady Arano? Go on. Speak for yourself. You don't need a Madeira to speak for you. My Lord Carossus, my forces have just liberated your system from Directorate control. At this time yesterday afternoon, I was waging war on your behalf. As your liege lady, I require your loyalty and the aid of your technologists, and I expect you to provide it. What you require means nothing to me. For the last 3 years, your uncle has squeezed House Carossus for its labor. His directorate conscripted my house guard, looted my treasury, took my children, all because I kept loyal to House Arano. And where were you while your sworn allies were under attack, while your people were being slaughtered? You were hiding on the damned frontier. I saw your little broadcast from Weldry. By your own admission, you left us to die. Yeah, I'm gonna say nothing. I think she needs a scolding. We understand the hardships that you have suffered, sir, but from this point forward, you will show me the respect that I am due. Your own son was released from captivity by my hand. I fought and bled to set him free. You saved my Otto, yes, but he isn't the man I remember anymore. The prison administrators on Weldry did something to his mind. And my daughter, Lena. She supported you, you know, even after you abandoned us to our fate. She refused to break faith with you. She sang your praises to all who would listen until the Directorate made an example of her. Lena was barely 20 years old when she died in your name. My fealty to your cause died with her. And so, if you want my help, you will compensate me for it. You have a job for my technologists, and I have a job for your mercenaries. We'll trade service for service, or you'll leave here with nothing. I'm so sorry, Lord Corosas. I didn't know. As a member of the Founding Council and of the Oregon Coalition, you're entitled to my help, and you shall have it. My mercenaries will assist you with whatever you need, and I will oversee the task personally. You have my word. Go on then, to Anvelt, this planet's first moon. There's a ship, the New Grange, that needs to be dealt with. My people will send you the details. Now please, go. Leave me to attend to my son. They had more than munitions down there, Commander. There's a warehouse full of busted up dragons. I'm not going to tell you that the dragon's a good mech. But it's big. It can carry a lot of guns. If you bring him on board, I'll get him working. Look in the shop for him. Contract to destroy New Grange for Lord Corosas is ready for review in the command center. We should follow up when we think we're ready. Boy. Our MechWarriors are gaining experience. Yes, they are. Thanks. The tip. What a disaster. Let's assess the situation. So I'm gonna have to do a refit here. Looks like I'm gonna have... Oh! All of my awesome LRMs were obliterated. Well, that Centurion was kind of a stupid long-range missile boat anyway. I mean, I guess that was okay. Maybe I could make the Kintaro into one. It's got 5 launchers. And it's heavier. Maybe that's a good use for that, actually, because this one only has those 3. And then I could have them a lot more spread out here so we wouldn't lose them all again on the Kintaro. That actually makes some sense. I'm curious what it would cost to just, like, repair this thing. If I just did a full-on repair and didn't equip the thing, it would cost me... must mount at least 1 functional weapon. Okay, fine. Here's an LRM-10. Great. Now, what would that cost? 167,800. Yeah. That's more than I thought. All right. So I guess it definitely was not worth it. I should have just blown those things up. All right, how about this thing over here? We lost... We didn't really lose very much. All of our lasers, machine guns. I got 1 million of those lasers, though. Got 1 million of these things. Ooh, this heavy mech. So obliterated. Let's go take a look at the dragons, because if I just buy 1, we can actually get a whole dragon going. Do I want one? Kind of depends on the money. We should have a discount, though, right? Because we're in, yep, 10% discount. Dragon, 621,000. Interesting. 60 tons. It doesn't seem all that good, to be honest, but it wouldn't necessarily be a bad sniper for cannons for the first time. Cannons and missiles, a nice support mech, back and forth. I don't know. And indeed, I have decided to buy the final dragon. Mostly so I just can keep pushing forward. So we'll spend the 621,000 on that.
Available.
And I've also spent a little bit of time just now thinking about what I want to do for rebuilding my mechs, and I think I have a good idea. This LRM-20 seems kind of rare. Like, I don't really see any LRM-20s. This one plus 20 stability damage. Should I buy this while I'm here? Because that's actually not much heat. You go from 15 to 18 heat, but you get 33% more missiles. Like, that's actually really good, because the heat should go up to 20, but it doesn't. Regardless, do I really need it? I mean, it would be kind of cool. The weight, though, goes from 7 to 10. So, I don't know. And then if I were to do a cold shot with someone like Decker again, yeah, I guess it does actually make some sense. Let's buy that while I have the opportunity here. Mostly because I use the piercing shot, or whatever it is, to split up all my ammo. And that'll be a great thing to shoot once at one guy. But, that being said, I wanted to buy a couple of heat sinks. At least 1 for right now. And there's one... Look at this gyro. $1 million plus 2 hit defense. But I want to try something new. I'm just going to try all kinds of weird things. Now, this may not be the smartest idea in the world, but I just want to try it. So I'm going to grab the... Where was it? This Thunderbolt. Let's refit it, because it obviously didn't work very well that time. It could work this way. But I want to try something different with Jessica. I don't want her ever to die. Let's get her out of the front line. And let's try doing a particle cannon, a ++, right, left torso. It's a little bit more armored there than the right arm. Particle Cannon Plus in the right arm. Yes. Get the ammo actually out of here. I'm going to come over here to equipment. Yeah, I want it to be a long-range sniper. I will upgrade her to precision shot then, or whatever it's called. Piercing shot. And then she can actually shoot twice per turn with 2 particle cannons from across the universe with insane accuracy. +4, +2. By the way, this one over here with +2 will get an additional plus like 0.5 for being in the arm, so I know how that works now. Let's give this, I think, just 1 jump jet, honestly. It's fine by me. And then I want to do, like, enough heat sinks that we can actually fire these every single turn. So it's 40 heat. That's times 2, so we got 80 heat. We sink 30 by default. So I'm going to need 50 heat worth of heat sinks to be able to fire these every single turn, or at least get close to that. Where is the heat sinks exactly? Jump jet? No. Is it this thing? Yeah, heat sinks. 50. So 10 of them will be 30. We're going to need, like, 16 or something. So 1, I'll put 1 in the head, I suppose. 2, 3... 4. Actually, you know what? I actually bought just enough for this exact purpose, so I kind of split them up a little bit. There we go. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is 39 heat that we can sink. So I think we're still going to be short by 11. We'll just adjust our armor here to accompany that. Looks fairly decent. Not like the most armored thing, but we're sitting way in the back, so it should be okay. And yeah. So we're going to overheat eventually with this. Like, we can't do this every single turn, but we can definitely do it most turns, and we can sustain this for probably, I'm going to guess, 5 consecutive turns of shooting particle cannons back to back before we have to cool down even once. It's an interesting experiment. Will it work out? I don't know, but I'm going to give it a whirl because I'm really scared of Jessica dying again. It'll take us 26 days and 359,000 to get this going. That's fine by me.
Right.
Up we go. Next up, this dragon. I was thinking of making this more of like a frontline brawler with a lot more armor, but at the same time, do I even need 2 ammo for that? I mean, 12 shots is probably enough, so we could probably drop one of those off. How many AC5s do we get shots here? Each one contains 15 rounds. How much do these use each time? I think it's just 1, right? Or does it actually use 5? I honestly have no idea. I haven't used these at all, so I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it. You know what? I'll probably just actually leave it exactly as it is, and we'll just play with it in a stock configuration. Mostly because I want to get that, what is it? Let's come in here. The Goliath's ready in 10 days. Nah, I think I kind of want to get this Thunderbolt back in action. That just sounds so cool with the snipers. I want the Goliath first. Actually, yeah, I'll wait for the Goliath. We don't have a good tanking tech right now. Tanking mech, rather. And then, of course, the Centurion, I guess it's the best missile boat that I have right now. It's weird because the Kintaro has, like, better layouts for missiles, but unfortunately I lost all my LRMs. But you know what? They weren't that good. They were just pluses. And since then, I have accumulated pluses. I should have thought about that because I was actually losing them there. Should I go for this LRM-20? Sure, we'll throw that in. And then do I want to do 7 tons? We can only fit 1 of those if I do, but I could fit 2 LRM-10s. Or I could be crazy and do a 10 and a 15. And then, of course, we're, like, unbelievably low on ammo, but let's do a couple of them. Like, I'll throw... Oh, they said legs. Everyone's saying legs for these. All right, fine. We'll do legs for both of them. Or, you know what? I'll actually leave those ones where they are, just to save on the time. And we'll compensate here with a little bit of armor adjustment. What did we lose? Just ammo, just missiles? Great. This is okay. Not the strongest mech, but it's a back-range thing. And it's even stronger than it was before. I like it. This is going to cost us 20 days and 171,000. Wow, that's a lot. Let's bump that up above the blackjack as well. All right. Well, that was kind of a mess, but you know what? It's prompting me into trying some new fun things. I don't feel like the game's hard enough that I have to worry about doing the right thing. I can just do new fun things, and we should be fine. We're down to 268,000 right now. And I do remember that I need more money from the last episode for these ship upgrades. What do we need for the next one? 270? Yeah, 270. Let's go drum up $2,000 so we can blow into that. We're going to have to make money in the next 26 days. A lot of money to pay for all this stuff. So what can I sell? By the way, I don't know how to sell mech corpses you haven't got all of yet. As far as I can tell, there's no way to do it because they're not in here. We have tons of AC5s. I probably will not need that many. Sell an AC2, though. Sure. There we go. Done. Did that work? Yeah, sure did. We'll sell another one because no reason. And off we go. Let's check the contracts. I'll do some talking next episode. This one's been way too long. Priority missions served cold. Really? We can do that right now. And it's right here. Travel to Smithon's moon to destroy an arms smuggler's drop ship for Lord Corrosus. Oh. Okay, while we're here, if I wanted to, I could pick up this 2.5. This is a battle. Sure, I'll do that. I'll do a 2.5-star battle. Which one do I want to do first? Reward, 2 million. Okay, that's insane. 4 salvage. That's probably going to be a little bit harder. Maybe I should do this one first, or maybe I should just go right into the good one, because who cares, right? What kind of mechs do we have available to do this right now? I've got the Dragon, I've got the Kintaro Vindicator, I got my little Panther, got this random Shadowhawk with a lot of missiles that I've been using, even though I don't really want it. Could I get this going sooner? I don't know. I got 5 vehicles here. How's the barracks looking? Let's go promote everybody really quick, and then let's actually just fire right into the next mission, to be honest. Right into the next mission. Poor Glitch. Oh, I'm gonna miss her so much. Does Surf have the promotions to go for, I think I want to do multi-target with him. I like it a lot. We need a new multi-targeter for sure. Let's grab that. 720 experience. Great. We'll leave it alone. Welcome, Surf. Welcome to Shooties. Oh, I only have 3 people. I know what that means. I'm gonna have to hire a new one.
Orders.
All right, Marty Stomp. What are you gonna do? What do you get for this? 2 health. That's fascinating. What's down here? Juggernaut. Successful melee attack. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, what do I get for this? Just extra hit. No, thank you. Already stopped. Let's get the Juggernaut.
Training confirmed.
The Juggernaut.
Ready for orders.
And of course, Medusa's here with no experience. I could, if I wanted to, grab tactics, but you know what? In this instance, he may actually be firing some indirect missiles, so maybe I'll do that. He was supposed to be like a backup tank, but I mean, we got Marty Stomp back in action, so... And Decker's out right now, so we need someone who can shoot missiles. There you go, Medusa. Welcome to tactics. All right, well, I'm gonna jump immediately, and I mean immediately, directly into priority mission served cold. $2 million. And we're gonna have to hire a new MechWarrior, though, I just remembered. Let's go to the hiring hall. If I can even fit anyone else. If I can't, that would be really bad. Buckshot. What are you all about? You are Ronin. This MechWarrior is a unique character. You may only hire this MechWarrior once. If you fire them or they are killed, you will not reappear in any hiring halls. Who the heck is this? Will only work for if you have an MRB of 200 or higher. Interesting. They've got 7 guts and 6 gunnery. God, they're pretty good. Well, how do they have 7 guts with only 3 max injuries? That doesn't make any sense. They have some. They seem pretty cool. But I won't be able to recruit them until I have 200 MRB. I think I'm pretty close to that, actually. Let's take a look at my reputation. We're at 179. Nah, probably not. Maybe if I do like 2 more missions or something like that. Let's see who else I can hire then. Pretty much everybody. Confessor.
Commander. Waiting for orders.
Okay, this one has Jessica's voice, I think.
Ready for orders.
Good to go.
Maybe.
Yes, Commander.
Ooh, this guy's kind of a doofus. Lace sleeve. I'd like somebody who can shoot, probably. Or at least tank. Here we go.
Commander?
Nah, we got Marty for that. Anyone who can pilot? No, not so much.
How might I help?
Oh, yes, this guy. All right, welcome to the squad, Lace Leaf.
New MechWarriors available.
All right, when's we returning? I go on yet another completely asinine mission with a bunch of mechs and people who aren't ready to take it on, but hey, maybe I'll do better this time. At least it's a lot of fun. I will say that much. So, in the future, served cold. Right now, some kind of hut joke, I guess. But until the future, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Knock the dragon down while you're on fire standing in a lake. Beautiful. Boy, wouldn't it suck to be like a fish in that lake right now? There's 4 mechs in there. Okay, that's a second injury there. 4 mechs in here, and the water must be heating up to like 300 degrees or whatever.